Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today we're going to talk about a problem we had with this heating system. This heating system is less than 2 years old, and while it wasn't very cold outside, the system seemed to be working perfectly, and it ran no problem. But we had a night when it was extremely cold. It was almost 0 degrees outside. I think it was like 2 or 3 degrees, and it was kind of chilly in the house. So I go up to the thermostat, turn the thermostat up. I could turn it up to, when I went to the thermostat, it was actually 60 degrees. I go to the thermostat and I turn the thermostat to click it up, and I see that the thermostat is actually set to 68 degrees inside the house, but the system wasn't running. I come downstairs and I take a look at it, and the system would turn on, and it would run for about maybe, I'm going to say maybe a minute, 2 minutes tops, and I could look in and see the burners running. And actually, let me show you what the burners look like now and what it's supposed to look like and what was happening. What was happening is the burners would actually stay on for 2 minutes, as I said. They would run for 2 minutes and they would shut off. But it sounded like the fan itself continued to run even after the burners had shut off. And I would go to the registers, feel the registers, and it was cool air coming out of the registers. It wasn't really hot. Well, let me show you what the problem was. These systems here, as I said, is made by a Carrier, and these are self-diagnosing systems. If you look in the back of the panel, which I'll show you in just a minute, you take a look on the bottom and it tells you when that light inside there blinks, it'll blink out a certain code for a failure. But in this case, we opened it up, we looked inside, there was no failures. The code on there was actually nothing. It wasn't blinking at all. It seemed to be perfect. So I come down and I take a look at it, see what's going on with it, and I wasn't sure what was happening. So I call up my service guy, who, of course, on the coldest night of the year, never returned my phone call because I'm sure he was extremely busy. Well, it's very cold, and I wanted to see if I can get the system up and running. So I come down to take a look at it, and I didn't know what was going on with it. But I could hear something running. Something was continuing to run. Even after the heating system would turned off up at the thermostat, I could hear something running in the unit itself. And I'm going to show you what a very foolish problem it was, and I was able to correct it. Now, let me bring in and I'll show you what was going on. I opened up the panel in the back over here, get a light over here so you can see. I came in the back over here and I opened up this back panel over here to find out what was going on with it. So we open these up here, take this out, so we can gain access to the back. Now, if you don't know what you're doing inside here, don't go sticking your hands in there and touching anything, because you're going to create more of a problem than anything else. Now, just roughly looking at it, I read the instructions on the back over here, and it tells you what's going on in the back of the unit itself. This is a self-diagnosing. If you have a problem, you can look at the codes on here. You would count the blinks of this light down here, and it would tell you what the problem was. But in this case, that light was nice and solid, and nothing was going on. Now, as you can hear, everything is turned off. The fan over here has turned off. The burners in here have turned off. And that's the way it's supposed to be, because now we achieved our certain temperature that we had it preset to. So looking at it, I had no idea what was going on. But while I was down here, the blower turned off, the unit turned off, but I could still hear something making noise. And this is what the problem was. I came up here I came up here to take a look to find out what was going on, and I could hear that that pump right there was running. Now this pump here is for the air conditioner. In the summertime when the air conditioner is running, water will accumulate in here. This pump turns on and it pumps the moisture out of this hose and out of the house or into a drain so that it's not going to fill up in the basement. But I could hear that that motor right there was running and it wasn't shutting off. So I followed this tube here all the way up and around, and when I got up to the point where it was supposed to be discharging, the tube itself, now you see right here, see how this tube is bent? Where it was discharging, the tube itself was flat. When it was flat, the water could not pump out. But in the summertime is when they're supposed to be pumping water out. Why would it be doing that in the winter when it's not supposed to be running? So I came up and I looked over here and I see all of these hoses, these lines right here, are all discharge lines for the water to be pumped out. And that's what gave me the idea. I looked on here and I see that this thing, when water looks like it fills up in here, and I could be mistaken, maybe somebody can correct me, when water fills up inside here, I think it turns the burner off unless it can pump the water out. So I went up to check where this hose went and saw that it was kinked. I unkinked it, the water pumped out where it was supposed to. Once the water pumped out the way it was supposed to, that pump right there turned off the way it's supposed to. And then the heating system continued to stay on and it wouldn't shut off any longer. The problem is that this unit right here was pumping out water to put moisture into the air. It's a humidifier, and it would put water into the air in the house so it wouldn't be as dry. What was happening is the water that was not being through the system and into the air, the excess water would come down through that pipe, down through here, down in here, into this unit right here, and it's supposed to pump it out. But that hose was kinked. When that hose gets kinked, the water backs up, comes up through there, and these hoses, these lines, filled up with water. When they did, it came up to this point right here, and I'm assuming that it actually turned the unit itself off. But anyhow, once I unkinked the hose, the water pumped out, the heating system was working perfectly. So needless to say, once the heat started working, the temperature inside the house came right up to the normal temperature I had set it to, and it turned off and shut off the way it's supposed to. Turned on when the temperature dropped below a certain point, and turned on when it needed to. So I hope this helped somebody out. It was kind of a little bit of a learning experience for me because I am not a heating or air conditioning guy, but it was extremely cold, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do to figure out what's going on. But don't overlook such an easy, simple thing. When I called up my service guy the next day to talk to him, and I told him what was going on, he said, yeah, he's seen that before, that when these units produce too much water and it goes down into that pump and it cannot pump it out, that it will actually turn the heating system off as a safety. So to me, I turned this off, and we're not even going to use it any longer. All right, I hope this helps somebody out and possibly saves you from freezing on a cold night. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.